Come on in. Good morning and welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV. My name is Katie O'Neill and I am so excited to see you today. You're reaching out to us from Transwest Truck Trailer RV here in sunny Frederick, Colorado. My number's 303-562-8659 and today's video is super short. If you're looking for a longer walkthrough, I've got one that's almost, it's about 50 minutes long. Just type into the search bar on YouTube 5N as in Nancy 241173. Again, 5N 241173 for a full walkthrough video. Today is just going to be a really quick kind of summary about things that are different. First and foremost, take a look down here at this cabinetry. So these nice opening drawers are all clad in this beautiful green color called Verant. It's housing the same storage on both sides as it will be in either the Juniper or Veridis exterior or interior color. The only difference is going to be the drawer color. Always will have this great Frioli bed with this really nice, if you will, super soft, very plush mattress topper. You're going to find that in a coach that does not have a pop top, that you're going to have your air conditioner in the rear of both the 22As. You're also going to find that you have USB ports, the 12 volt and then the two 110 outlets, not only here in the center with a grommet that goes through and reading lights, but also in both of the cabinets. So both of these will have a port that also goes through to the roof. So if you're looking to put something out like a Starlink, you could always do that. We're going to have these big full opening windows on both coaches. So very, very similar, but if you look down below the window at that wallpaper, that will be one of the differences that we'll take a look at today. Again, this is the Veridis interior versus the Juniper. So maybe more of a kind of a light white textured wallpaper. You can see here on the door where the Juniper is going to have more of a kind of a weathered teak look to it. So kind of a wood interior. Also, you'll note that we have this nice big refrigerator and freezer combination. Worth mentioning, of course, is a separate freezer component. There's actually ice crystals in here right now. So very different temperature control. So if you do have popsicles or Jello shots or ice cubes, whatever it is that you might want to have, you'll have them in both. And then I'll just show you inside the bathroom as well. So again, that wallpaper difference is here below the window, and above you'll see that Veridis cabinet. But other than this Veridis cabinet and then that wallpaper, very, very similar interior for both of the Juniper and the Veridis interior coaches. Again, down below, here's your cabinetry. But something I really wanted to bring mention of, because I think it's a difference for a lot of people, you've got a black countertop here. I'm not sure if you like a black countertop. To me, it's a little harder to take care of something dark. I might prefer something light. Same thing goes with the table. This table is it's a nice plastic material, so it's very durable. It'll be easy to clean, but you'll notice it's also much darker. Another thing worth mentioning is there's the Veridis cabinet above, and then you can see that really nice light detail above the cabinet. That's going to be in both of the coaches, giving you a little bit of drama. Also, just a nice way to illuminate this area. Again, big screened, fully opening windows with day and night shades in both coaches. The 110 outlets, as well as the USB ports and the 12 volts on both sides, on the driver and passenger side, giving you lots of connectivity. I don't have the table installed in this coach. This is where you have your standing table, because I wanted to show you again. Here's that wallpaper. It's almost like a geometric like cube pattern. Looks kind of like a peace sign. Pretty cool. Both coaches will have this nice metal backed door. So if you have a puppy that wants to get out, you can go ahead and lock this. You can also lock this door from the inside. So if you have somebody who's trying to come in at night, they won't be able to enter with your screen door closed as long as you've got these deadbolts in place. So that's going to be on both coaches. Now, a difference for the two coaches is going to be right here when we exit this RV. This is the outdoor kitchen option. So I wanted to kind of show this off today. We don't always have this in an RV. I'm going to measure the bay that it's in the other RV so that you can see that. And then as you'll note here, we have the graphics. Now you can have the Sienna graphics or you can have Veridant. If you have the Veridant graphics, you're gonna have a green K here. Otherwise you would have orange, and then this green stripe would be orange, and then this little detail here would be orange. Or you can have a coach with no graphics altogether. So outdoor kitchen is a difference from the next coach we're gonna look at. In this outdoor kitchen, please note that you do have a really nice freezer space here where you've got plenty of room for drinks. And you can change this to be whatever you like with the Dometic. The controls are right here on the side. And then when you stow this away, it all slides underneath. This is a removable wash basin. You do have water source right here. So you've got water as well as propane coming to your outdoor grill. And in both of these coaches, you're going to have two 20-gallon propane tanks, giving you a lot of propane on the road. But most importantly, and something worth mentioning, is that in both of these situations, you have propane tanks that are, I don't know why these things get stuck sometimes. Oh, there we go. You're gonna have propane tanks that are refillable and also replaceable. So this is a great feature. Your quick connect in this outdoor kitchen scenario would have a line that goes here, and then it would go over here to the exterior of, maybe if you go underneath, Jody, to the exterior, oh, I think it's the other side, hold on, let me see, of the propane grill, and that's where you would get your connectivity. Oh, I don't know where it is. I do know that it connects over here though. Oh, it's right here, sorry, let me just pull this out. That's gonna be the easiest way to see it. So there's your quick connect for your propane to get to your gas stove. So if you did have this set up where you were using your kitchen outside, maybe to make coffee or breakfast in the morning, you might want to have a splitter so that when it's coming off your connect, you could also have your outdoor fire pit or your barbecue plugged in as well. In both of these coaches, you're going to notice that we have this huge outdoor gear garage. I guess it's going to be a two-hand kind of day. Here we go. No, those are open. Sorry guys, it's a little chilly outside this morning, honestly. So I'm gonna use the one with the handle just to get that open. There we go. A little bit hard on the fingers. All of that being said though, MOLLE panel on both of these. You've got your track here where you can put your D-rings in, so you can have different connection points. You're gonna have an insulated space with the little puck lights here that turn on and off. And again, a heated space too. There's actually heat that comes into this bay, keeping things warm. And then down here, you're gonna see that this is your blind spot assist. This will be on both of the vehicles that we see today. And again, this EKKO and the other EKKO are both the same. The biggest things we're focusing on are the graphics here on the rear. So somebody referred to it as the Epcot graphics. It looks kind of like the Epcot Center. And then the outdoor kitchen, and then of course the interior and exterior colors. So on this next coach, same RV, very, very similar in overall design. So you've got this high intensity, very bright headlight. In this EcoBoost chassis, this is a 3.5 liter V6. It is a 10-speed. The big thing here, 310 horsepower versus 211. So for those of you that are between the Ford and the Mercedes is going to have a little beefier suspension, a little more of an off-road looking capacity. This is going to be a much better long distance traveler. It's also going to have a lot more horsepower, and then 400 foot-pounds of torque instead of 332. So more torque, more horsepower, better highway presence. If this is a long distance vehicle for you and you're going cross country, this is definitely something to consider. It's also a little bit shorter, so the overall length is 23 feet versus 24 and a half. But as I mentioned, very similar coaches. This gives us a nice opportunity. Jody, if you could just pan over there, there's the Veridant exterior with the Batwing awning. And here's the Veridant exterior without the graphics. As I mentioned earlier, I just wanted to make note of the cabinet here. So when you don't have your outdoor kitchen, what you're garnering is, this is about 17 inches from the very far rear to the threshold, And then here it's about 14.5. And then overall length of the opening is going to be just about 33 inches across. So that's the space that you're going to give up with that outdoor kitchen. The height here is going to be just under 2 feet. And then keep in mind you do have your quick connect for your shower, whether or not you have the outdoor kitchen, and you're also going to have the same 2 propane tank connector with your quick connect down here. If anyone wants to know what this is your Truma system. Keep in mind, this is a tankless hot water heater, so your Truma system is allowing you to have unlimited hot water as long as you have enough propane, but it does need propane to operate. It's not like a hydronic system on a big bus, so it's not fully electric. Go ahead, Jody, hop on in. This is going to be the Juniper interior. Again, there's that nice soft glow above the cabinet, but you'll notice that this nice soft glow above the cabinet is instead mirrored with this nice, very soft weathered teak look. So very similar, all the space for your coffee pot, for your rice cooker, whatever it is that you may have. You still have your two burner propane stove. This nice little suburban cooktop is mounted into the island itself. And then as you can see here though, the countertop is a light gray color. Also note that the furniture is darker. So darker gray does not have that same pattern that you had in the previous seat. And the table is also the weathered teak. In terms of your bathroom, this is a great place to be able to see the difference in wallpaper. So go ahead, Jody, on the right-hand side, you can show that Juniper cabinet up top. And down below, you can see the wallpaper does not have that geometric design. And then the bedding here is a little more of an oatmeal color. I wanted to show this with it down. I've got a lot of people who say, oh, I don't know if I like that bed because it has got that big hole in the middle. So again, this is with the bed in place. It's the same bed. It has the same cup holders and like little island as it did on the other side. Again, still that nice frilly mattress. All the same connections here, but as you can see, you've got that Juniper interior giving you this kind of more woodsy feel. And again, very, very nice. I don't know if either one of these would be a difference maker for me. You know, the fact that you've got just huge pantry space with adjustable shelves in both coaches, really big storage space underneath, a whole house water filter, you know, very much a all-season coach in terms of the fact that in both of these RVs you're going to find that your water tanks are underneath the bed. So your gray 50-gallon or 51-gallon gray tank and then your fresh water tank of 50 gallons are both here inside of the coach, which is inside of a very nice, thick, pocketed construction. So with this RV, I think one of the things that's important to mention is, you know, when they built this, what they've done is they've basically created an infrastructure where everything that needs to be kept warm is inside of a really thick foam core. So when we see these doors here on the outside, you can see the thickness of this door. This is the thickness of the foam that is surrounding the interior of the coach. The other thing worth mentioning is that these are acrylic dual pane windows, so these are designed to keep you warm. This floor is about this thick, and it's an air pocket. So it's actually designed to keep the insulation, even in the bays. They've got these air pockets, or if you will, like an air cup. Both of the coaches will be dualies. In the back, we saw the big storage space. You can also see your parking sensors. You've got your rear view camera. It's very, very good. We've got the alu cab batwing awning on both vehicles. And then here in your water bay, both vehicles will have, let's see if I can get this one open a little easier. I almost feel like I need to have like a screwdriver so I can get a hold of it. Oh, or the key. Oh my gosh, let me get the key. But in both of these, you're gonna have a nice little air pocket. Nope, no key here. Man, oh man, okay. I can do it. My hands are just so cold. And they get stuck and they haven't been open for a minute. I don't know if I can do it, Jody. There we go. All right. Okay, so what I wanted to show here is you've got a gravity fill as well as your city water, and then also another little heat duct here. So that, again, this is a warm bay. You could actually insulate this bay. Of course, you can't have a hose coming in if it's freezing outside, but if it is freezing outside, you can easily close this up, put your grommet in place, and this would be a bay that's gonna have temperature protection. So again, very much a 4-season coach. Another nice feature on both vehicles is gonna be that you have a little outlet here to plug in a solar array. Also your 30 amp connection here. Little exhaust port right here. And then in both of these coaches, we're gonna have a very fantastic, easy to use, what a difference maker. Let's say you're gonna take this coach to First Chair, Winter Park, right? Okay, bring some water. Keep your coach winterized. You can still use the pooper. You're not taking a shower. Put a few gallons of fresh water in your refrigerator that you can use to make coffee in the morning. Now again, you can still use the toilet because this is not part of your overall water package, and you can keep your coach winterized and still have full use of your toilet. So for those of you that want to go out into these sub-degree temperatures, that don't want to worry about having power and having all of your heat run to keep the coach warm on the inside, that you really just want to run it while you're in it, sleeping at night, getting out, going to the lift first thing in the morning, and then coming back down into your coach in the afternoon, not having to worry about having it plugged in, you can go ahead and do that with this coach and still have your toilet. So this is a great tool for anybody who wants to be able to come and go as they please without having to worry about winterizing and de-winterizing their coach between uses. So if you're going to use it all winter long, but just on weekends, just leave it winterized. You've got your potty here, you can dump that when you get home, and then just park it outside, leave it unplugged, who cares, and then hit the road next Saturday and catch First Chair again. Perfect use of the vehicle. In both of these coaches we have, of course, my favorite option, which is both the single 320 amp hour battery and then also your generator. This generator is not running off of your fuel tank. It's running off of your propane tank. But again, a nice 2800i evap quiet gas generator. This is a great amount of power for a coach like this. Plenty of juice for your air conditioning. And you can have a second battery installed if necessary, but when you have a generator, it's very easy to fill up that battery power. So another thing worth mentioning, solar panels. Okay, so I want to make sure I get this right. This coach comes with 2 170 watt solar panels and one 115, giving you 455 watts of solar. The Mercedes van is a little bit longer. It's got 530 watts, but both really huge solar capacity, which is just great. And I would say the other thing worth mentioning is not only do you have this really nice EcoBoost, you also have a really great fuel tank, and I have that here. Let's see if I can find where I wrote it down. Trailer hitch, 5,000 pound hitch rating, just in case you needed to know. Let's see. Lots and lots of notes. 450 energy system. I want to say that it's, gosh darn it. I don't have the fuel tank capacity on my notes. I want to say that it's almost 30 gallons of fuel capacity for this coach versus the 24 for the Mercedes. So again, better fuel capacity. Most importantly though, better torque rating, better horsepower, better road presence, a little lower entry point into the driver's seat. And again, I'm a huge fan of both EKKOs. It's just important to understand, for people who are gonna try to find something that's gonna go skiing, this does not have a diesel engine. This is a gas engine, so there's no additive necessary. What was that?
31 gallons.
31 gallons. I knew it was close. 31. There we go. Thank you, Avin. I've got the best team here. So all of that being said, so 31 gallons of gas is a very different thing than having 26 gallons of diesel. The reason that is if you've got a thin diesel line, you need to make sure that there's an additive in that line, because diesel can freeze at low temperatures. This is not the situation for this coach. So important things to think about and consider. If you haven't looked at both, I think I've got 73 of these in stock. Man, we bought the lion's share from Winnebago. I have a huge inventory. Again, stock number 5N241173 is a great full-length walkthrough of a Ford EcoBoost EKKO. That is definitely a video I would have you take a look at. It's got a ton of information. But hopefully these little feature creature differences that we've been able to see, the graphics-less versus graphic EKKO, the outdoor kitchen versus the non-outdoor kitchen, Veridis versus Juniper. If I've helped you to answer any questions, great. If I have missed something, please let me know. You can always reach out to me at 303-562-8659. Again, 303-562-8659. I've delivered 3 of these just at the end of January, all over the country. People will fly in, pick up, have a fantastic delivery experience. If you need references, I've got them. And let me know how I can get you out on the road and camping. Thank you so much.